Hi beauties! Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming and watching my channel. For today's look, I wanted to do a beginner friendly look and also use some drugstore products. So if you don't have, a lot of high-end products or you want to see what good drugstore products there are, then I just wanted to introduce you to some things that I like that I use. So today is my first time using the Wet n Wild Photo Finish, and I have been in the sun all day for about 6 hours, and this is the result. I did freshen my face up with a little bit of powder, but as you can see, it lasted really well. So I definitely would recommend that, and you'll see the rest of the drugstore products that I use in the video. So if you are interested in seeing how to get this look, then please stay tuned, and please also make sure to subscribe. Hey beauty, so I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. I also use a chocolate one sometimes. I had a BH Cosmetics one that I actually wanted to use for this tutorial because it's drugstore, but I could not find it. I think I packed it up when I did someone's makeup, and I just can't find it, but it works very well, and it would be a dupe to the Brow Wiz. So go to the Studio brow pencil from BH Cosmetics. Now I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I believe this is the color medium, and this is my first time using this. I've been hearing rave reviews about the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation and Concealer, so I went out and got it so I could try it and try it with you guys so you can see if you like it. I thought it was really good coverage, and I liked it. And so I'm using it as an eye base right now before I apply my shadows to make them stick more and to make them a little bit more vibrant. Then I'm using my Touch Behold setting powder from Unique. Now I'm going into my Blush Neutrals BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going into this light transition color. Now I went into that tan color, and you see it came out pink. I had some pink left on my brush, so that's why that came out that way from doing my shadow before, because I didn't wash my brush. But now you can see I just went into this darker color to deepen the outer V, and I'm just blending that out, and you can see how pigmented these shadows are. BH Cosmetics has amazing eyeshadow palettes, so if you're looking for shadow palettes on the low, I would definitely look into that. I feel like this Blush Neutrals palette is a really beautiful palette for the spring and summer because it has a lot of plum tones and peachy tones. So I definitely recommend it. And you can see I'm cutting my crease right now using that same concealer again and a little small flat Real Techniques brush. And I'm just taking my time to make sure that I'm going a little bit above the crease because I have hooded lids. And in order for you to see the color that I put on my lid, I have to go a little bit above my natural crease. So I go on that line that folds over. And you can see I'm just making sure that it is straight, going back and forth, back and forth. Now I'm going to use a flat brush, and I'm going to define right above where I created that crease just to make it pop even more, and to make sure that it's not blending in with the concealer. Now I'm going back into that darker color again. It's like a dark brown color, and I wanted to just put that on the outer V to add a little bit of depth. And I was going to go into that pink, but then I decided to go more into that peachy color, and I'm applying that. And I did wet my brush to apply that because it kind of has a little shimmer to it, and I wanted it to pop. So I'm just applying that to the crease where I defined with the concealer. Now I wanted to mix it with that pink color, so I did go into the pink eventually. So I'm wearing those two colors and kind of have them fade into each other, and just using a flat concealer brush and making sure to not go above where I created the crease. So just into the area where the concealer is. And I just felt like I needed to add a little bit more color. Then I went into this cranberry color that was at the bottom, and I felt like I wanted to lighten up that color that I had in the crease, and in the outer V, and so I just put that burgundy color, and I think it popped more with the colors that I chose. And then I went over this gold color, and I just put that right in the middle of the peach color to just make it pop a little bit more. I don't think it shows as much here, but it reflected really pretty. And then I decided to use this NYX gold liner and create a line right across where the crease is cutting, just to add a little bit more oomph to the look. And this NYX is also Drugstore. So this whole, everything that's been used on this eye so far, aside from the brows, is all Drugstore, and also aside from the setting powder. But other than that, it's all, you see how pigmented those shadows are? Like, amazing. And I'm just applying those same colors I applied to the crease to the bottom of my eye. Now I'm going in with my NYX liner, and I'm just going to be creating a wing liner. I like to start from the middle of my eye and drag it out and then connect it from the bottom. And I wanted this wing to be a little dramatic, so it's a little on the thick side, but that's kind of what I was going for with this look. I wanted the wing part to be really thick and then it to come to like a very thin in the front. You just take your time, and this liner works really easy because it's a very thin little brush. So just take your time with the wing liner. Then I'm going in with this Wet n Wild eyelash primer. I saw this in 5 and Below, and I decided I wanted to try it out just to make my bottom lashes pop more. I usually use my Unique 3D Fiber Mascara, but I'm trying to try out Drugstore stuff for you guys, so that's why I use that Wet n Wild primer. I got this Tarte mascara. That's not necessarily Drugstore because they have it at Ulta, but not like Drugstore. But that was the one that I had in front of me. These lashes are Drugstore. They are I think it's called Design Essentials, and they are just their wispy lashes. Now we're going in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the color Caramel. And I just picked this color online. I couldn't tell what the colors were going to be because they didn't have my shade range in the store. But this one matched pretty good. When it gets to the summertime and I'm darker, I would definitely have to go a shade darker. And I'm just using a stippling brush to blend this out. Then I'm going to go in with a beauty blender to blend the rest out. Now I'm going in with the Photo Focus concealer and blending that out. I know I watched Jackie Aina, and she lets it dry a little before she blends it out because it gives more coverage. So I'm going to try that the next time, just to let it sit just a little so the coverage can build up more. But as you can see, it has very good coverage. And it blends out pretty easily, so I like that. I was in a rush, you guys, so you can see I was kind of moving. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, which is Drugstore, in the color Deep Bronze. I'm using as my contour. My daughter had a showcase, so we were like in a hurry. So like my husband like gave me the time, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. So I was just like trying to go as fast as possible. So that's why I had to redo the intro after we had already been in the sun all that time. So that's not like truly how the makeup looked when it was done. You'll be able to see like a small snippet because I didn't have time to do like my poses or any of that before we left. So yeah, I'm using my Unique Behold translucent powder, and that's what I use to set my whole face. And after I set my whole face, I like to use the Sacha Buttercup powder because it has the yellow tint, and I feel like the translucent powder always leaves a little bit of a white cast, and baking with the yellow just brings a little color back to my face. But first I'm setting that contour using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm using the brown color. I think it's called Fawn. I'm using that color to set my contour. And this is the Sacha Buttercup powder that I'm applying now. And I don't bake with it for a very long time because under my eyes I have lines, like, and I don't want it to like get like looking crusty or anything, so I don't leave it too long. I have hooded eyes and I have lines under my eyes. Ugh, why me? And I like to blend that away with my BH Cosmetics Studio finishing powder. It's a lightweight powder and it's made for finishing, so that's why I really love this powder. Then I'm going into my Unique Mineral Blush in the color Sweet. And I'm using this illuminating highlighter from Wet n Wild. And these highlighters are like bomb. Like, they have so much pigment, you don't even have to like go in it several times. Like, for me, because I'm just a little bit over the top, I went into it several times, but the payoff on them are amazing. And I think it was only like $3.99. Like, no lie, like these are probably as good as my high-end highlighters that I have. I have to get more. I only got the one, so I definitely have to get more. But that was the only one that was available that I saw online. So hopefully when I go in the store, I can find more. So you can see, like, my makeup looks much better than it did at the beginning of the video because I haven't been in the sun looking all sweaty and oily. This is more of how it looked when I was finishing it. And then I used two nudes. One was from Violet Voss, and I think they were actually both from Violet. No, one was from Violet Voss and one was from Colored Rain. And I can link below what I used. At the beginning of the video, I had added gloss because when I was in the sun, my lips got super chapped and my lips were looking crusty. But this is the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoy. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can see right here my face is oilier than in that clip before. So this is after I've been in the sun. So I think it still looks good. But you guys let me know. Have a good day.